I love a good drawing tablet. I know they're just products, but when you spend every day scratching two pieces of polycarbonate together until art happens, you start to take an interest. So, for the amateur artist on a budget, what is the best drawing tablet in my opinion? I don't know. See, that's the issue with drawing tablets. All of them have drawbacks that will matter to somebody. That being said, I believe there's one of these little guys at a reasonable price for everyone. Alright, quick review. There are only three genders: the graphics tablet, the display tablet, and the tablet computer. First off, we have the graphics tablet with no screen, and you have to look at your computer while you draw. More than anything, I recommend the Wacom Intuos line. You can find the smaller video for as low as $40, and the standard models for 100 to 120 USD. They feel great to use and last longer than most any tablet on the list. However, they're a bit overpriced, and the smaller models are bafflingly square-shaped. So I'd urge you to consider the Huion Inspiroy line. This was my first tablet. There are several versions of these. I'll link a couple down in the description. They go from $35 to $100, even the small models are in decent form factor, and none of them are square. The build quality and pen feel is great, but not quite as good as Wacom. I've had more bugs and disconnecting issues with my Inspiroy than my Intuos, but neither is egregious. These types of tablets are the cheapest and the most reliable, but the screenless setup simply doesn't work for some artists. If you need to draw directly on the screen, things are going to get a bit more complicated in the display tablet category. Keep in mind, these are still tablets you need to connect to a computer. I've really used only one of this tablet type, the XP Pen Artist 12. It's around $160 now, and it's the worst pen tablet I've ever used. When it worked great, but it would constantly decalibrate, stop responding, and disconnect due to the faulty cable, which I had to replace thrice. The tablet totally gave out after a few months. However, the Artist 12 reviews incredibly well, so maybe I was just unlucky. Huion sells a similar product at a similar price called the KAMVAS 12, and I'm more prone to trust their quality. It reviews well, but I haven't used it. Okay, so if you've been doing digital art for a while, or if you happen to fixate on these products like I do, you probably know the Wacom Cintiq line. I've only used these briefly. They're big. They were one of the first of their kind when they came out in 2001. It is the drawing tablet ever made. These are usually over $1,000. However, the Cintiq 13 HD from 2013, with pretty good specs even for 2023, seems to sometimes sell for $200 or under on eBay. If you can find one of these in good condition at that price, it's a very good value. Before we move on to tablet computers, I want to throw in some tips for using a graphics or display tablet. 1. To use the graphics and display tablets, as well as most art softwares efficiently, you'll need around a 1.3 GHz processor and at least 4 GB of RAM, although I'd strongly suggest 8. 2. All your tablets need drivers. Don't forget to install them on the manufacturer's website. In terms of software, I use Krita and highly recommend it for drawing and animation, although if you can get a Clip Studio Paint subscription, I do think it's worth the upgrade. Okay, now to the pen computers. You draw directly on the screen and they require no external computer. This category almost never falls in the affordable range, but I will do my best. The best in this category in terms of pen feel and build quality is usually the Apple iPad line, at least in my experience. In fact, they have the best pen technology out there in my opinion. But you'll be paying over $400 with the pen regardless of the model you go for, so Apple is out at least for budget recommendations. There is the Microsoft Surface line, which is what I currently use. I have seen the Surface 3 and 4 models selling surprisingly low on eBay, between $150 and $300. And you can pick up a compatible Wacom Bamboo ink pen for $40. I currently use a Surface 7, and even the newer models of Surface struggle a bit with Windows, so approach used older models with some caution. The Surface line is also customizable, so any used models you find could have somewhat low processing power to unnecessarily high processing power, depending on what the original owner ordered. There are Wacom pen computers, but none of them are remotely budget. Overall, the pen computer is overpriced and unnecessary for the amateur artist on a budget. No drawing tablet is necessary or will make you a better artist. Hey, Editing Farah here. I lost my pen for my tablet while making this, so if you notice, all the new talk sprites, because I wanted to make new ones, are made with pen and paper, so you can really make your art with anything. But I find that I enjoy my workflow way more with one of these, and there really is one for everyone. Even if you don't have a computer, there are several tablets that work with Android and iOS that I'll link in the description. I just haven't used them, so I won't outright recommend them. That's all I got, so with or without a tablet, please go make some art. Bye bye.